And you got the job done tonight, points in the bag. How happy were you with what you saw from your team?
Result-wise, I'm over the moon actually. So we won 2-0. That's great, clean sheet. That's all cool. But of course, performance-wise, we can play better. But it's a really tricky situation at the moment. And when you then lose in the first half, pretty much one of the last men standing in the back, and you bring on a 19-year-old kid. Nobody knows how that will work out. But Reece was not in one situation our problem tonight, so he did really well. That was really good. He was even commanding. He was chatty and all this kind of stuff. So that was a really good game of him. But we played an opponent who wanted to prove a point. They lost against Atlanta 4-0, and it was not a 4-0, not at all. So they were really in the game. Just Atlanta was really clinical that night, in a finishing mood, if you want. They finished pretty much everything off what they had. And so tonight they thought, okay, give it a proper try, pressing-wise, and they did. And so it was a hectic game. They were pressing with all they had. They wanted to prove the point that they can keep it up over 90 minutes. They could. And so it stayed tricky. We made a couple of changes, obviously, which always is... The normal patterns are just not there. That it's always clear, I run here, you run there. But individually it was good. So Div, not in the squad a couple of days ago, tonight, really good game, looked absolutely good. Diogo played, yes, again, good. And Taki can do so much better tonight, slightly hectic, stuff like this, but attitude-wise, 100% there. Shark played in midfield, did well, could stay on the pitch 90 minutes, which is absolutely incredible. So good things, but at half time we have to change. We had to. Hendo is fine. He wanted to stay on the pitch, and I had to show a little bit of responsibility because we just cannot.
You seemed unhappy with their bench, that maybe they suggested that they make a foul on Henderson at one stage, and that he got a nasty kick.
All good. I was in the same situation. We didn't play Champions League that time, but we spoke already about it. I celebrate pressing situations as well, but when there's no foul.
Different between a press and a foul, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I try to explain that, but that's all good. They have not to think about that. That's all fine. They did an incredible good job tonight, and I should be really proud of. But even if you lose 2-0, you cannot take too much of it. But I'm pretty sure they are smart enough to realize the job they did tonight was pretty good.
Just a quick word on Fabinho, which is the one negative, it seems, of the night. Is it, well, how bad is it looking at this stage?
Yeah, we have to wait for the scan, obviously, but you know, these times when somebody's going off with a muscle problem, then it's pretty rare that the doc calls me the next morning and says, false alarm, all fine,
yes.
He can go again. So it's now only about how long. That's all. And nowadays it's a week means 3 games, 10 days means 4 games, 14 days means 7 games, and all these kind of things. So that's how it is. Yeah, absolutely not cool, but the situation now.
Jurgen, thank you.
Welcome.